Okay, I'm going to share you the story about with my tractor accident that happened. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. It happened over 36 years ago. I know I'm 42, but I do remember this story when I was only 6 years old. I started out as a young kid. I grew up in Highland, Utah. And I was living with my family during the time, and my dad was raising farm animals and all this kind of stuff that he was doing. So one morning on January 21st, 1979, I woke up and I was around like 5 or 6 years old. It's been a long time. I'm trying to remember the age. Due to that, it's I know I've been having concussions in my life, but and it's hard for me to remember. So one morning I woke up and I got ready for the day, and I went out and see what my two of my brothers were doing. They were out on a tractor, and they were out like leveling the field, out in the farm and out nearby the farm and all that. And so my dad whistled in, told my brothers to come in and with the tractor and all that. And so I think that's what they were doing. So anyway, got on. So anyway, my dad got me on the tractor, and while one of my brothers was getting my sister on, I was on the left side. My brother was driving, and my other brother was behind, and my sister was on my right. So as the tractor was moving into motion, starting to drive out, go, and all that, so the ride was going out pretty well. And then all of a sudden, within about, I think just about nearly a minute into the ride, my brother see this huge boulder rock, had no choice what to do. So I didn't see it whatsoever. I couldn't turn and see. I was just looking at my brother and my sister and my other brother and all that. And then all of a sudden, as my brother drove, he had no choice either to steer around it or stop. Instead, he went straight ahead. As it went straight ahead, he went over this boulder rock. I lost my balance, and the tractor tire just went right over me like this. It ran me over. And as I was laying there, I cried. And my dad was running and whistled and told my brothers to stop the tractor, turn it off and all that. And I remember my dad running to me, and he picked me up. And all of a sudden, before my dad came and got me, I thought I was going to be paralyzed. I thought I couldn't move my legs or anything. As my dad before he picked me up, I saw an angel. And this angel said, "Your mission's not over, mine will begin in May." And all of a sudden, as my dad picked me up, he ran as far as he could to get inside of me, the house. And as my dad opened the door, and because my brother helped open the door, and he said, and my mom goes, "What happened? What happened?" And and here's my sister saying, "Sean got run over by a tractor, Mom." And so I laid on the couch. I was still crying. And here my dad tell him, "Call 911, call 911." And it wouldn't go through. The line was busy, wouldn't get through. And so anyway, I lay there crying. And then I heard my dad said, "Try another line, try calling the operator." So he called the operator, got through. And the paramedics arrived. And I remember loading onto the stretcher, and I see the county sheriff and seeing my neighbors and the highway patrol, and I was getting onto the ambulance and heading towards the hospital. And as I closed my eyes, and I cried more. And as I turned and looked, and there was a second angel, and it appeared to me and says, "I want to be with my dad." And then I'm like, oh my goodness. And so by the time I got to the hospital, I was being checked out, see what was going on with me and all this. And then within about an hour, I would say about an hour, 2 hours later, I went into a room, and I laid there, and my sister and my mom came, and and my mom was telling me that my dad was staying home with my two brothers because my brother thought It was a tragic accident for me, and I thought it was paralyzed. But then after my mom and my sister left, then my primary teacher came, brought me a crayon and coloring book. I do have the coloring book, and it's with me, but I will try to find it, and I will show it to you in the future YouTube videos I will do. And then all of a sudden, after that, later that night, I tried to eat a little food. And then later that night, the doctor came and checked on me and said, well, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Then later that night, as I was sound asleep, I woke up and I see another angel appear to me. Kept coming in and out of the light, and I'm like, who in the world this was? And so it kept coming out and in and out, in and out. And then the next day when I woke up, I was going to go do more testing. And when I was laying there getting ready to do tests, they were attaching me things on. I started crying, and I'm like, where's my angels? Where's my angels? I was crying. Where are my angels? Because I thought they were going to electrocute me or zap me or something. I have no idea. And so they did a lot of tests and all that. And then there were two more angels appear to me. One appeared to hold on to where my injured shoulder was. And it held on to me, and it says, hold on, I'll be there, hold on. Don't worry, hang on, I'll be right there. And there was another angel and appeared, and he says, is this really him, Mommy? Says, yeah, that is. And it was just a mother and a wonderful little girl and all this. As the doctors did the test and did the results, it turned out I had a massive sprained collarbone, and I had to wear a weight on my shoulder, and I had to wear that for 3 weeks. Then I had to go see a doctor to have it evaluated to make sure the swelling has gone down, the pain is gone, and all that. But as time went on, I progressed to search for my angels. But anyway, like I said, I have found one of my angels, but I haven't talked to him yet. The second one I found, but I haven't talked to that second angel. The third angel appeared to me and turned out who it was, and it was really true, I found. And then my fourth and fifth angels are here, and I want to talk to them. As life goes on, I've been having more angels came to my life and my blessings and all this, and I couldn't believe how it was. I can't believe 36 years ago, I went through a major tractor accident that nearly took my life. Like I said, I was scared. I thought I was going to be paralyzed and all that. But if you want to learn more about my story, if you want to contact me. I'm on Facebook. All you have to do is type in my name, and you'll see it right there. And, send me a message and just tell me and say, hey, I saw your story on YouTube. Tell me more about your life story and all that. But I would like to share it with you. But, I want to say this. There are more angels out there, and they're there for me. I need to reunite with them, and I want to do this before my life ends. And I wanted to do this. So as I wrap up this story, tell you, believe in angels. They are miracles. And they are always wherever they be, they were always by you, down below, wherever they be, in and out of the light. Or say, I want to be with my dad, and my mission doesn't start. But you just got to know. I'm happy, I'm grateful, and then I just want to see my angels and continue to work with them and reunite them as time goes on. Thank you for watching.